So hey you guys, it's your girl Leslie Sarai, but you can also call me Les Little. Welcome to my channel. Here we work on our inner beauty, we work towards an amazing lifestyle, and we also become an inspiration for ourselves as well as those around us to be the best version of ourselves that we can possibly be. If you are new to my channel, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back, because I'm back with another mother loving video. So hey you guys, in today's video I kind of just wanted to touch base on the video in which I was talking about your goals and your dreams and having or knowing your foundation or your purpose and not being scared to start all over or not feeling like you've failed. And so in thinking about all of those things and before you even get to what your foundation actually really is, for you to be even able to come back to it, you have to know what is it that you want to do, who is it that you want to be, where is it that you want to go, you know, who is it that you want to meet, what is it that you want to accomplish, you know. So I actually wanted to show you guys my notebooks. Okay, I think I'm starting to think that I'm a notebook hoarder because I have literally a suitcase full of notebooks and just papers and things like that. But nevertheless, y'all, I have a whole bunch of notebooks just like these. Some completely filled, some still have empty pages, but just with my ideas and my thoughts. And the other day I was sitting here and I was working on this project that I have that puts all of my foundations together, all of my ideas together for me to be able to help others. I've always wanted to be in service of others, and so I've come up with a few things that I'm good at that I can offer to the people willing to do the work for themselves, you know what I mean? So definitely kind of always had that concept in mind, just not really knowing how to go about it. And I kind of touched base more so on that video, so definitely check that video out. I will also be linking that video up here in one of the cards below. But guys, right, I remember when I was living in New York, because if most of you guys know, I'm actually located in Virginia at this time. Well, what's this? 2022, because who knows when you'll watch this video. But right now, as of October 2020, oh my god, as of October 2021, not 2022, I'm actually living in Virginia. And I moved here, I want to say 2-3 years ago. I always grew up in New York. I am a New Yorker, and these ideas have traveled with me from when I lived in New York. And even when I made the decision to move to Virginia, when I was in New York, I sat down and I wrote all these things down. Like, y'all, I just want to share with you how when you have an idea, okay, when you have an idea, when you have a purpose, when you have a calling, when you have a desire to do something, my biggest advice is to write it down. Okay, write it down. For those people who manifest, for those people who journal, for those people who actually need to see it clearly, writing it down definitely works. Having an idea or imagination, or a vision, and then no, not a vision, having an idea or an imaginative thought, but once you write it down, you're able to see it, you're able to visualize it. Now it becomes a vision, now it becomes a goal that you can see and you can start working towards. So I definitely want to encourage all of you, if you have any ideas, if you have any of anything that you know that might be life-changing for you or life-changing for someone else, whether your path is to do something for yourself or whatever it is, your purpose is, whatever it is, your desires is, whatever it is that your career is, whatever it is that your goals are, just for yourself, just whatever it is that you want to accomplish, whether big or small. It doesn't even have to be a career. It can be breaking bad habits. It can be moving. It can be how you want your apartment to look like. It can just be little things like that. Definitely write it down. And so today I went through my suitcase and I found these notes that I had, right? And okay, so the first one is actually this. I don't know if you guys can see this little like calendar. I don't want to show you too much, but it's basically a calendar that I wrote myself. Oh wow, this was actually, I did this in October. It must have been October like 2-3 years ago. I didn't even date it, but it's basically me trying to budget my bills. So I have that, but there's also, I ended up actually doing it like this, and then I'm so all over the place, but I also ended up typing out a budgeting plan. And I remember this because before I moved to Virginia and I was living in New York, I had maxed out my credit card, okay? And I knew that even though I was saving money, I was moving, and there might be things that I need if in the event, you know, my money ran out, or if we hit an emergency, or just I just wanted to have extra money there for security. So I knew that my credit card was maxed out, and so I found it. I created my own budget on how I was going to pay my bills and save money as well. I gave myself a few months to save. In total, I saved, wow. But I did a good job. So I wrote down, I budgeted my rent, I budgeted my phone bill, I budgeted my credit card, and here I wrote down like every time I got paid how much I was gonna pay towards my credit card. And here at the bottom in green, it shows how much of my credit card I would have paid. Then over here, on top of me paying my credit card, I was also saving money. Okay, I don't really want to show y'all too much, but you see rent, it says 10, but it's rent. It says credit card, phone bill, and it's due on the 29th. It says credit card, and then it says saves over here. Oh my goodness, y'all. See, I don't know if y'all can see this. Let me let it focus. Okay, so basically what it was me trying to break down how much I would put aside for rent, then me breaking down. So this is basically what I was willing to pay on these pay periods, or what I was willing to save on these these pay periods or whatever. But it allowed me to envision me paying off my debt, and then sitting down and doing a breakdown of how much I know I could afford to pay on this date, and by this time I should be able to have this amount of money paid off, or I should be able to have had this amount of money saved. And honestly, y'all, it worked for me. And by the time I moved here, you know, for the most part, other things ended up happening that made me backtrack a little. But by the time that I moved here, I had accomplished my goal and my manifestation of the amounts that I was going to pay and how much, and paying down my credit card and all that stuff. Another thing that I also did, I have to show this to you guys. The place where I had lived before, when I was in New York, before I had seen my apartment and stuff, and we did that whole process online. I came down, did my tours, came back and forth a few times before actually completely moving here. And then I had visited before, so I knew where I was moving to as well, and like more so kind of like the area. And I do feel like we were a little bit wise in that transition. But in planning to furnish your apartment before actually being in your apartment, it kind of just kept me motivated and going, because again, you know, all these financial issues, I had to keep myself going, motivated. I had to keep myself motivated and going with something. And so I was just like, you know what, while we're doing this and we're accomplishing these goals, let's mentally furnish the apartment. So I just want to show you guys something. I don't know, I wish I would have dated this, but I have this paper. It says furniture, and it says the type of couch I wanted, the console I wanted, rug, lamp, coffee table, the plants, wall mount. Of course, I ended up changing a lot of these things, but for the most part, my vision remained the same. I want to show y'all this. Okay, so this is my couch. Okay, this is the actual couch that I wanted, and this is the actual couch that I got. My TV console was supposed to look like this, and it's literally how I have it. And then I went on the website of the apartment, the old apartment complex of where I used to live at, and then I printed out each floor plan because I wanted to physically see it and then like mentally furnish it before I got to the house. You can even see, OMG, in the hallway where I was gonna have like my little computer table. And like, if y'all see my computer table, it's a mess, so I don't really want to show y'all. But if you see my apartment vlog, you know that the computer table is a L-shaped computer table. And then here, I just want to show like my dining area. You see this? Is how I wanted my table to look like, and it's literally how I have my table. And it's just, and then I had like, you know, the white furniture and white stuff in the bedroom, which I literally have that way as well. But it was just the fact of writing things down, the fact of having these ideas and being able to not just make them an imagination, but make them realistic, make them an actual vision, and then executing it, you know, and just being consistent with yourself and motivating yourself. But definitely, y'all, having vision is valuable, okay? And it's also not a vision until it's written down. So in today's video, I just want to encourage you that if you have an idea, if you have a thought, if you found your purpose, or if you're looking for your purpose, if you need some type of guidance, if you need some type of motivation, take your ideas, take your thoughts, take your opinions, take your feelings, take your imagination and write it down. And I promise that that is a seed that you will be planting that will grow and it will bloom into something beautiful. Right now, I went from, this was for a 1-bedroom apartment. I went from having a 1-bedroom apartment to moving within a year of moving to Virginia to a 2-bedroom apartment. And now I'm in a bigger space, I'm in a better space, I'm able to do this freely with better lighting, and it's just amazing. And writing it down is really important now that I think about it, because when I was in that old apartment, I even had sticky notes of where I wanted stuff in my apartment, and people would visit me and they would look at it and be like, couch. Like, I wouldn't have a couch, it would just be a wall that would say couch, and then it would show the price of my couch because I already knew what couch I wanted. And it was just for me to be able to see what I wanted, see where it was going to be, see how much it was going to cost, see what type of work I had to put in to get that, and then actually getting it and giving myself, you know, goals to accomplish. So y'all, it's not a vision until it's written down, okay? So take today or sometime this week to just dig inside yourself and just write those ideas down and just start there. So if you like content like this, make sure you give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.